In the last section, let's see a typical case in which redis is used.
Well, an online recommendation service is depending on velocity because users send a service request upon obtaining the recommendation result. If the latency is high, user experience will be affected. Therefore, real-time access to the recommendation result must be a concern for such online recommendation service. To achieve high real-time availability, Redis is introduced working as a cache mechanism. In the whole solution, the calculated recommendation results are cached to Redis first, and next time when users want to obtain the same recommendation results, data is read directly from the cache. This kind of design reduces times and data volume that a user reads data from a database and a file system. As for data structure design, the user information used in the calculation is stored and obtained using the hash structure. The key of the hash structure is designed as user info, user ID, and the fields contain the user attributes such as name, gender, age, hobby, and etc. For example, user info 19810101, name Zhang San. User info 19810101, sex female. And because multiple recommendation results may be returned, to avoid repeated recommendation of an offering, type set is used for result storage and access. The key is designed as RES, user ID. As for data reading and writing principles, the MapReduce task periodically imports user data from the backend data storage source, which is HBase, to Redis every day, and the service system obtains data from Redis firstly. If data wanted fails to be obtained from Redis, the service system then obtains data from the backend HBase or by real-time computing, and then writes the data simultaneously to Redis. Okay, here are two questions for you. Question 1. Which Redis data structure is appropriate when the top n records for an application need to be obtained? Well, sorted set is appropriate when the top n records for an application need to be obtained. Question 2. Does the Redis server forward a key operation request that does not belong to its node to the correct node? The answer is the server does not forward the request that does not belong to it. The client resends the request. Okay, in this chapter, we talked about the application scenarios, features, data types, and the service data reading and writing processes of the Redis. After learning this course, we can select a proper Redis data structure based on the specific service scenario to access Redis data. In next chapter, we will continue with Huawei Big Data Solution.
Thank you for learning.